All right, everyone. Okay, just a little heads up. There's going to be very little editing on this video, if any. And they'll probably do some editing if something, interruptions or something. So, I'm doing a little bit of a deep dive. I'm going to go over I'm only going to go over reviews just to kind of let you guys know where I'm at. And after I do this, I'll do another video maybe if I have time I'll fit it here, but I'm going to try to show you some of the changes that we've done, some of the adaptations to the restaurant that we've done. But I kind of wanted to start off with what is it that people that come to our restaurant are thinking, or what are they rating us? And I'm going to try to bring up all of the review platforms that I could remember. And yeah, again, we're not perfect, but this should give you somewhat of an understanding of like a lot of the hard work that we've done to. Reviews is very big as far as, for the restaurant in any business. And we work hard to make sure that our reviews are the best that they could be. So with that being said, let's get started with some of these review sites real quick. So what is the most popular review site? I guess this is Google. Oh yeah, Google. I gotta go into, this is actually my business profile. So it's gonna look a little different. So let's go into this real quick. So this is the reviews right here. Okay, out of 79 reviews, we are, let me see the newest, 2 4 stars. Eesh, that's not nice. We'd like to just see 5 stars, but it's okay. 4.8 out of 5. That's pretty good. Almost a 4.9, right? 4.8, close to a 4.9 out of 5. That's pretty good. And again, this is just kind of let you guys know we work hard to make sure that the food is the best that we could for our style of restaurant. We're not a fine dining restaurant. We're not trying to be a fine dining restaurant, but we are trying to be, I guess, the best at what style restaurant we are. And we are bistro, which at the simplest terms, it means small restaurant. So we are a small restaurant. Look at this. This is the one review. This is the only review that I've ever responded to. And it felt really bad. I remember that day. And the food was great. They gave us a 4-star even after having a bad day. The food held up enough to give us that 4-star, because if you read the review, it would sound like they would give you a lower score. But she goes over the food, and she loved the food, and honestly, service was honestly pretty bad. It was not the service fault. It was just one of those days that we got extremely busy, all at like one really short period of time. So it was basically one of those days that everybody wanted to come in at the same exact time, and we had one server, and it was enough for one server. It was just a lot for everybody to come in at all at the same time. And this is what happened. The food was, I got swamped in the kitchen. Basically everybody ordering at the same exact time. There's really no time in between to kind of separate foods, separate tables. I responded to them. I apologize, because I knew that day was rough. It was a bad day for me in the kitchen, and I knew the server was having a really rough time just trying to please almost a full restaurant at the same exact time. And it's one of those things that people came in at the same time, and then it was empty. You kind of hate that. It's like everybody just, it's one of those days everybody was in sync to eat at the same exact time. But again, 4.8 out of 5. Boom. Great. What's our next one? Yelp. Let's go to Yelp. So Yelp used to be one of these big ones, right? Or the biggest. Google, I think, kind of started becoming bigger than Yelp now. People leave more reviews. Yelp, we really slowed down with the reviews with Yelp. We don't get as many Yelp reviews. We don't get as many reviews in general to these platforms. We get most of the reviews go to our reservation platforms. Now we have Yelp as a reservation platform, thinking that this would help boost some of the traffic, but it's really not doing too much. But it's also it is what it is. 65 reviews, 4.5. Again, still pretty damn good out of 5. 4.5, can't complain. This is the breakdown of our ratings. We got a couple 2 stars, very little 3 stars, a little bit more 4 stars, mostly 5 stars. So I'm not gonna go through these reviews. The whole thing I had with freaking Yelp is that you get some people that really just Yelpers, whatever, lifelong Yelpers, that they actually think they're food critics, and they leave some reviews that are extremely long, but they have no substance to it whatsoever. It's all just opinion. Nothing. Like, I've had some of the worst hand reviews. Like the one about the salted cod wasn't here, and there was some Yelper that was like a VIP Yelp, whatever you want to say, VIP Yelper, and left this long review that honestly had no substance. Like, there was nothing I can correct. It was just, you ordered the wrong food, or you ordered the shit that you didn't even know what you ordered, and now you're talking and leaving this long paragraph that I gotta read somebody that has no idea what they're complaining about. That all you had to do is read the menu. So we get, that's I think how Yelpers got the whole thing with Yelpers, the whole bad name with Yelpers. And also, I worked in places that people have left bad reviews, and you find out it's the competition, because I've had people left bad reviews in one restaurant on Yelp, and they were talking about specific stuff from the menu, and they talk about the day that they ate there, and I'm like, that stuff was not even on the menu. So Yelp is one of those things. It gets used by your competition occasionally, which I learned, and then I did not know people were really that, whatever, scammy, not even scammy, just shitty people. There's shitty people all over the place. So yeah, you get some fake reviews in here. But again, 4.5 out of 5. Just kind of throwing that out there, not bragging, but just as we work hard to make sure the food is good. That's one of the things, and we are chefs, and that's the biggest thing, the most control I have over everything. This one that never gets used, TripAdvisor. And I wanted to bring a point. I've talked about, like, the traffic is crazy where we the restaurant is. And I mean crazy in a negative way, that we barely, the traffic has changed ever since the world shut down, and it never reopened, and that location never really recovered, and I'm pretty sure most locations never really recovered. We got 4 reviews. These 4 reviews came in the first couple months that we were open, and then the world shut down. We have not gotten a review in TripAdvisor ever since. So basically, these reviews are all before the world shut down, and yeah, I mean, they're all 5 stars, but that's it. The world reopened, and no TripAdvisors. And TripAdvisors, for those that don't know, basically TripAdvisors is trips. People that take trips use this more. Like, if you if you live in the neighborhood, you're not going to most likely use TripAdvisor. This is for people that take trips and are, scavenging the area and try and find new places. So I've noticed that no reviews after that. So it's just like kind of solidifies what I've been saying about the traffic, and just we don't see much new traffic coming through the area. And this is one of the things that kind of proves it. And again, I haven't looked at this thing until I try to think about doing this video. I was like, oh, TripAdvisor. Interesting. Not good at all. So we looked at Google, we looked at Yelp, we looked at TripAdvisor, which is one of those that you don't really notice too much. And again, this other, okay, you know what? Reservation platforms. This is also going to show you the other one real quick. Let's go to the reservation platforms. So reservation platform, this is the first reservation platform that we first opened with, Philly Bistro, OpenTable, right? OpenTable was the first one we opened. Again, these reservations come from the first year, not even a year, because of course the world shut down before we did a full year. And we got 73 reviews, almost as much reviews that we gotten. This is more reviews that we gotten on Yelp in the last 4 years. We got 73 reviews here in only a couple of months. And again, 4.5. And we teetered between a 4.5 and a 5 on Philly Beast on Open Table. We were getting really, like, people that were making reservations and leaving reviews that were really happy. And I think this is one of the things that kind of shows you that people are coming in and they're having a good time and they're giving us really good reviews, they're enjoying the food. It's just a weird location. I can't emphasize how the location, the traffic is just, it just is what it is. I get it. There is some stuff that we knew, but there's some stuff that a lot of those stuff is, it's a city. You kind of expect that stuff, but whatever. People should know, right? Whatever. It is what it is. So this is also one of the reasons why Google and Yelp and the other reservation platforms have less reviews, because if you make a reservation and you go to the restaurant, the reservation platform will send you usually a notification, emails to leave a review. People leave the review there. They're most likely not going to leave a review in Google or Yelp or the other ones. So these reservation platforms seem to have more reviews than all the other reservations combined. So I don't have Open Table anymore. I've used other ones. There's another reservation platform, Resy. And Resy, I don't have it, but Resy, we used them for about it's been now like a little bit over, about a year ago. And we used them for a year, I think, or maybe a little bit more. But they had about 200 reservations. And again, those are like 200 reservations that Google and Yelp are not getting because people are leaving it in that reservation platform. The only bad thing, well, not the only bad thing, the bad thing with Resy is that nobody sees those reviews. Even though we were like at a 4.8, nobody sees those reviews. They see the rating, so of course we were rated really high on the Resy platform when you looked in Philadelphia. But once you canceled the prescription with Resy, those reviews are just basically lost in the internet. Like, I was able to pull up the Open Table. Resy, I can't even pull nothing up. There's nothing. It's just gone. So that sucks. That's 200 reviews that nobody will ever see, that aren't, over 90% of them are very positive. So yeah, it is what it is. All right, so keeping the theme of these reviews, let's go into our reservation platforms. Not reservation platforms, our other platforms, our takeout platforms. And this is where you will see that our reviews, this is where you'll see the lowest overall review rating overall in any platform that I know of. And again, there's other platforms that I just don't know of that probably have our reviews. So this is broken down to 86% the food was good, 83 delivery ran on time, 100% order was accurate. I don't know. This looks really bad again. But let's read. I have 5 reviews here. 5 reviews, 2 1-star reviews. These 2 1-star reviews, these are the ones that we should read. Food came much later than advertised and it arrived cold and no notification. The food was arrived once it did. Oh, I read that wrong. And no notifications that food was arrived once it did. Nothing from app or text or doorbell, nothing at all. So basically they're upset. The food took way too long apparently. And I'm pretty sure, it's if we're delayed, we let these apps know so they don't pick it up early, whatever. So I don't know what happened here. And the order was a salad and a kid's burger. I'm gonna tell you, a kid's burger and a salad doesn't take me that long, so I know it's not in our end. And yeah, so they were also, it doesn't sound right that the person just dropped off the food and didn't even let them know that the food was in front of their door. So I think they were more upset. And of course they gave us an X that food was good. Of course food is not going to be good if it's just sitting in front of your house and it's cold and nobody even, you don't even know how long it's been sitting there. Whatever. Not good. This seems like a Grubhub problem. The other 1-star review starts off, look, good food. Order became delayed, and when it showed up, it was apparent that it had been sitting around waiting for the delivery driver. Yeah. Again, this sounds like a Grubhub problem, but again, this is the problem I have with these damn not reservation platforms, these freaking takeout platforms. They take a good portion of the profit. They basically take more profit than I do, because that's just the way it's set up, because we stuck using them. You want to say, why don't you get your own delivery drivers? Nobody is gonna use our delivery drivers. Nobody's gonna call the restaurant for delivery. Everybody, when they do delivery, they open up one of these apps. So restaurants are stuck using these apps until some other big thing comes up and it takes over these apps. These apps are not very good for most restaurants. Let's just say that they take most of the profit, and then if you try to add or raise the price so you basically don't lose money, and then I get it that the apps charge the customers a bunch of all these service fees, but these service fees and all this stuff has nothing to do with the restaurant. Nothing at all to do with the restaurant. But most people don't understand that, and they just think it's the freaking restaurant. The restaurant gets the backlash for these reservation platforms, the way they set up. But that's the way convenience, the new generation, is all about convenience. It don't really matter if I don't want to say nothing. That's just kind of what it is. When we get stuck, we have to comply to this or whatever. Not even comply. You just gotta, work with this in a sense. Let's just say that. So I rambled on. Grubhub, 5 reviews, 3.7 horrible reviews. As you can see, most of it is good food. All the good reviews and this is all 100% food driven, right? DoorDash seems to be doing a lot better. We got a lot more reviews. We got 24, and we got our 4.88 out of 5 stars. I think that's pretty damn good. And it seems like they do a better job. They do. We were way more busier with DoorDash, which would, in a sense, you think the ratings, if you got very little ratings, I guess, and you get 1 or 2 bad, you would get that bad rating like we have over there. But when you have way more reviews, you think it gives you the opportunity to get a couple more bad reviews in there, but we have no bad reviews on DoorDash, because I don't know, they just seem to be doing better at it. They're busier. They seem to be on it way more, and it shows. Like Grubhub, you literally only have like 5 reviews. People barely order from Grubhub. It just doesn't seem like they got their P's and Q's. I'm actually thinking about canceling with them, because I don't like that we are getting freaking hammered, because apparently they don't know what the F they're doing. I don't know what's going on over there. And they're still taking my profit, so why? Why? They're taking away the respect of the name. Whatever it is, whatever, man. Alright, so this video is going a little longer than I wanted to, so I'm going to have to split it into another video, and the other video is going to be way shorter. And it's going to be basically going over some of the changes that we've done in the last couple years, and maybe talking about maybe the changes is the reason the traffic is just weird. But I wanted to do the reviews just to kind of start off with a baseline of what people are saying about us when they come to our restaurant. So you guys know, this is what people are saying about us. I'm going to now go in the next video and go over some of the stuff that we've done, some of the changes that we've done, some of the modifications, some of the, through all of the challenges that we've had as far as, the city giving us all these ordinances and shutting us down and doing all this stuff, stuff that we did just to survive, and stuff that we did just try to accommodate. And I'm gonna go over some of that stuff, but I gotta make notes for that. But this was the baseline. Next video is gonna be it, and then that's it. And you guys give me some comments. Let me know what you guys think. Way longer. I'm sorry, but again, I try to cut some stuff. Maybe you got some dead time in here. Peace. Later.